played out?
Yeah, shoot, a lot of credit to them. They brought the fight from the tip-off for more of the game than we did. We were really good in the third for like the last 5 minutes when we went on that big run. When we went to a switching lineup, that was good for us. But overall, they dominated the game. They were more physical. They deserved to win the game. Kind of beat us at our own game a little bit. 20 offensive rebounds, especially in that first half. Yeah, they came out the more hungry, more dominant team. So, give my guys a lot of credit for fighting, coming back. At the end of the day, we had a lot of good looks there at the end. IC in transition. JB had a wide open look. Glover had a wide open look. We had a Sobey downhill on his left hand to tie the game. So we had our chances, and then you got to be a lot better. You got to play for more than 5-10 minutes in that game at a certain level, and we didn't play at a certain level to win this game tonight. So, disappointed in this because we lost the game, but we finished third. We're in third place, and now we'll get ready for finals.
Now, were you a little bit disappointed that you couldn't put some pressure on second place there, or were you sort of were you pretty set on the third?
I mean, of course, we wanted to at least. We didn't control our own destiny. We needed to win tonight in order to have a chance to finish second. I think there's a game tomorrow night, right? Between Perth and Adelaide. But again, we didn't win, so we had to at least win. So yeah, I mean that's probably a little bit of it. But hey, in the end, we're a team that not a lot of people thought were going to be any good this year. We can't forget that. I feel like when we're at a level that we've played at for a lot of the season, where we can beat anybody, and we have. But you can't play for only certain segments of the game, especially this time of the year. And we have to be better, and I think we will be. And yeah, now like we got a home game against somebody, whether it's probably I think these guys or Perth.
I know it says lots of different little parts of the game, but the offensive rebounds, are you a bit concerned the guys gave up that much, or do you think it's stuff you can fix and be right for next week?
No, it's stuff we can fix. I mean, when you go small, anytime you start switching, which we did a lot in the second half, like in the last 15 minutes of the game for the most part, you have a small and a big at times, so that's concerning. We gave up 7, I believe, in the fourth quarter, but even when we weren't switching and we had our proper, correct matchups, we gave up 12 in the first half. So for this game, yeah, it's concerning. I mean, it hasn't been a huge problem for us all year long, but yeah, you give up 20 offensive rebounds. That's usually something we do. We usually get 20. We only got 9 tonight. Yeah, they kind of beat us at our own game.
Josh, how do you try and keep them off the glass, at their end of the floor? I mean, they have 23 second chance points now, which is, sort of almost unheard of for you guys.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not about. It's what they did. They came out and punched us in the mouth. They were more physical. They were more aggressive. They played at a higher level than us with physicality and aggressiveness for longer parts of the game. So we have to match that. And usually we're that team, but they brought it to us tonight, and you got to give them a lot of credit. And again, I'm always going to back my guys. We need more guys to step up and have better performances. So
what sort of kick-started those two little sort of runs? You went on to, first of all, call the lead back from, I think it was 10 in the second quarter, and then, what was it, 14-16 in the third? Yeah,
I think it was 66-50, and we went to a switching defense, and I think it really kind of slowed them down. They had several guys play well tonight. They hit some big shots. Again, credit to them. But we went to a switching defense, and it was really good for us. We were getting stops, and we were getting out and running. And clearly, when you get stops, we're a pretty good team when we can get up and down the floor and play at our pace. So that was kind of the difference in that part of the game.
What'd you make of Sobes' third quarter?
Yeah, MVP-like.
Josh, what's the plans for the FIBA break? Have you got things sort of stitched out for how you want to do it?
Yeah, we do. I'll get with Luke Veller, our high performance manager, tomorrow, and kind of we've got a plan in place. It's not ideal to have this 2-week break. I think if there's any positives in finishing third, now obviously you gotta win to advance. So it's a little you're on a little bit of you're teetering a slippery slope there, because that's why you want the top 2. But at least you don't have to wait 3 weeks to play a game, which is, I don't know who comes up with that schedule, but whatever, man. We'll try to make do as best as possible on or during the break. We're good, Chris.
Yes, I'm here. maybe a 4-week break and having played at least one game before that, you'll actually be better placed once you're there?
100% if we get there, which we can, but yeah, if you finish third and you're going to get to of course it's better to play less than 3 weeks. I know last year it wasn't quite as long. It's just I don't know how they can. You're playing the most important part of the season and you got to take that long off. I'm not smart enough, or I'm not in charge of that, but. Yeah, we'll try to have some game structure during our practices, so we can try to stay in some type of rhythm, game flow.
You're actually in a pretty good place physically, aren't you? I mean, you're not trying to bring anyone back from injury. You don't necessarily have anyone that's carrying anything. So, I mean, from a physical point of view, the break probably isn't ideal for you either, because you might not feel like you need it.
We hide it well, Chris. Of course, we've got some guys that are banged up. I think everybody does at this time of the year. You've played enough games. You got some guys that got, bruises, scrapes, whatever, treating certain injuries. But yeah, for the most part, we're healthy, so which is a good thing, and you want to be this time of year.
Just lastly, are you hopeful, or are you the sort of coach that does want to make a big deal about your players getting recognised at the award night on Monday night? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that JB will get his Defensive Player of the Year award, and you would imagine Sobes at least gets in the all-first team, and Gus has a good chance at best six man. But are you the sort of coach that does hope that happens for your players?
I hope Southeast Melbourne players win awards on Monday night. Yes, I'm not gonna stand on the pulpit here and campaign like I'm running for fifth grade president, but. Yeah, I mean we finished third. We're a game or two out of first or second. You do that because you got really good players and high level guys in that locker room, and we got guys that are more than worthy to win an award on Monday night.
You might get recognised too, but you don't need to promote yourself either.
Should I?
No, I think we can do it for you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Josh.
Appreciate it. You good?